Here we go. Best cereal tier list. I don't know if this has all the cereals. It feels like there should be more, right? But it's probably got the important ones. Need more tiers? Yeah, we can do that first. CTC S tier? Wait, what's CTC? The hell are you talking about? S, A, B, C, D, F. And never had. Captain Crunch? Okay, I wasn't sure. Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Oh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Honestly, Captain Crunch is what I thought first, but it didn't sound right, so I didn't want us to say it. And they say if Cinnamon Toast Crunch gets soggy too quick. So yeah, here's the thing. Well, I'll get into it when we get there. But some cereals, some cereals need to be eaten faster than others because how quickly some of them get soggy. Never had. That's a shame. There are cereals you haven't tried. I mean, maybe. Rice Krispie Treats. I don't know if I've ever had those. Corn Flakes. I've probably eaten once. Rice Chex. I don't think I've ever had Rice Chex cereal. Probably because I know it's garbage, or assumed it was garbage. Golden Crisp. I'm pretty sure I've never had. Probably like 2, maybe 3 of these I've never had. All right, we're gonna start off with regular Cheerios, I assume, and in my opinion, regular Cheerios are pretty ass, so probably F. Pretty gross, if you ask me. This guy's a breakfast food expert. Yeah, come on. Pop-Tart cereal. Honestly, like, as a kid, those are like most of my breakfasts. Like during the week before school, is either cereal or Pop-Tarts. That's all he eats. Not anymore, but growing up, for sure. Cookie Crisp. Cookie Crisp is pretty good. But it's not like amazing. It's definitely not S tier. I think it's somewhere between A and B. As a kid, you're saying that like you're eating more sophisticated than back then. I mean, sometimes during some weekends, my parents would make better breakfast. Ooh, Cookie Crisp. Yeah, exactly. I want to say B, maybe A, but for now, we're gonna go B tier. Special K. Probably like F tier, honestly. There's some Special K cereal that might be okay to make it D, but I think this is regular Special K. Either I've never had it or it's just gross. So we're gonna go F. Kix. I think I've had Kix cereal like once in my life, and it was very underwhelming. Probably D tier for Kix. I don't know. It's just like the little yellow balls, isn't it? Kix cereal. Yeah. Just this shit. Really not that great. Kicks that shit to the curb. True. Apple Jacks. Okay, Apple Jacks are pretty fucking good. Actual animal feed. Apple Jacks are probably close to Cookie Crisp. Maybe a little bit higher. But I don't want to put too many in S tier, so they'll probably be high B right now. Maybe A. I want to see how the rest of the list looks first. I forgot Apple Jacks existed. Ignoring the Cheerio facts written above. SMH. The Cheerio facts written above. Wait, what? I think that was Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. Oh, regular Cheerios, it's a yellow box. Oh, you're right. Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. Probably never had Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. They spell cinnamon as 2 N's. Yeah, okay. Green box. Actually, no, I have had these. These are actually pretty good. I had them like once. So these are probably C tier. I forgot Apple Jacks exist. They are delicious though. Only Cheerios variant I had is frosted. Honestly, Honey Nut Cheerios are pretty decent. I'll move Apple Jacks up to A for now, but we might move it based on how the looks. Not Honey Nut. Yeah, Honey Nut Cheerios are like the only kind of Cheerios I would consistently eat. Corn Flakes. Aren't these just like worse Frosted Flakes? Or am I wrong? Corn Flakes probably D tier. Probably slightly above Kix. Maybe even C tier. Honestly, I don't know if I've had Corn Flakes. I feel like I've had them before. Are these even frosted? Corn Flakes is the plain. Oh, okay, that makes them probably F tier. Now, yeah, no, we'll go F tier. Bland as fuck. Yeah, not too bland. Fuck that. Count Chocula. Now, I know you older folks have probably had a good amount of Count Chocula, but I've only had it a couple times. It is decent. It is pretty good. It's got marshmallows in it, right? Wait, where did it just go? Oh. Count Chocula. Not enough sugar? Oh, yeah. We need our sugar. Yeah, okay. I remember this. Yep. This is the Count Chocula I remember. Why do people think cereals are healthy? I mean, they're not. They're definitely not healthy. I don't know why anyone would think that. Count Chocula, probably B tier. The fact that I think the marshmallows might push it slightly above Cookie Crisp. Honestly, marshmallows and cereal are delicious. Captain Crunch. This is regular Captain Crunch, right? Not the berries. This is the red box. The berries are right here. And then there's peanut butter crunch right there. Regular Captain Crunch. Probably C tier. How about some Count Chocula? We're doing this right now. What's up, Chujon? How you doing? Oops. Oops. All booba. The oops. All berries was kind of pog. I've had them like once. And they're pretty great. All right. Rice Chex cereal. F. Insta F. All right. Peanut butter Captain Crunch. Now, I might get a little bit of hate for this, but I was never really into peanut butter cereal. Like Reese's Puffs, I wasn't a huge fan of. Rice Chex are one of my faves. Honestly, I think I've had it like once. I might even have to move it into never had. Because I honestly don't really remember it a whole lot, but I die for Reese's Puffs. Honestly, I don't know 90% of these. That's all right. Peanut butter Captain Crunch. It's probably also C tier. Really wouldn't go out of my way to get either of these. What is this? Honey Bunches of Oats? Okay. I like rice cereals. Weird chant. Plus, peanut butter is really not a thing over here in EU. Nutella, on the other hand, yeah. That's fair. Honey Bunches of Oats, A tier, maybe even S tier. Honey Bunches of Oats is pretty fucking good. I can't type. Pretty solid. Yeah, A tier. No, probably A tier is fine. I think maybe even high B, honestly. Now that I'm thinking about it. Might be a little bit behind Cookie Crisp. B tier tops, yeah, it might be a little bit lower. Looking at my B tier, I think actually B tier is fine. Rice Krispies, kind of bland. Probably C. A little bit behind the Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Okay, so here's the thing. These two cereals, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Mini Wheats. When they're in their peak non-soggy spot, they're both S tier. These two cereals are S tier. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, very good. Like, the best. Maybe the best cereal. It might have to be my number one. But these two, Frosted Mini Wheats and Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you gotta eat them pretty quick. Especially Frosted Mini Wheat. If you let them sit in the cereal for, like, even a couple minutes too long, they're soggy and they're gross, and it's not great. And you even lose some of the frosting off the mini wheats if it gets too soggy. So I remember as a kid, I would pour a bowl of frosted mini wheats, and I would turn the frosted side up in the bowl, so it didn't get too soggy, and the frosting was still like a little crunchy, and it was good. It was solid. S tier mini wheats, yeah, finally a tier I approve of. Frosted mini wheats are top notch. I only like mini wheats once they soak in the milk too. In the milk though, so that's the thing. Like dry, you got to get like the perfect amount of milk soakage for the frosted mini wheats. Like very dry mini wheats are not great. When they're a little bit wet from the milk, S tier every time. And then they start to get too soggy and it goes down again. So you got to find, it's like a fucking, what's that? It's a bell curve of quality. It starts off a little low and then it goes up real fast and then it drops off just as fast. If it needs to be this perfect, it's not S tier. No, I don't think so. I think they're still S tier. Where you list the plain cornflakes? Plain cornflakes, F. Get them out of here. All right, Honey Nut Cheerios. Probably A. A little bit behind Apple Jacks. Honey Nut Cheerios are pretty solid. How dare you? Sorry. I've only had them like once or twice, and not a huge fan, if I remember correctly. All right, Reese's Puffs. I know you guys might hate me a little bit, but probably C tier. Peanut butter, I never really was a huge fan of in my cereal. There's nothing more depressing than the last few mini wheats where all the frosting wash off. See, that's the consumer's fault. You're not eating it fast enough, or you're just pouring your bowls too big. Maybe you need to get smaller portions so you can actually eat them. Soggy mini wheats make me gag. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You gotta eat them quickly. Like, yeah, soggy. If I'm eating a bowl of soggy frosted mini wheats, that's like F tier. Peanut butter, nice. Wait, I'm subbed. Yeah, I think you probably got gifted from Rono. He came in and gifted like 25 subs or some shit. A week or two ago. So there you go. I can't stomach Reese's Puffs anymore. In college, we ran out of milk, so my VF made me a bowl of them with heavy cream. Oh, God. Would it not be better just keep the mini wheats in a separate bowl and then just dip them as required? Honestly, if you're really trying to get that experience, maybe. But not really. Because they need to soak for a little bit. You can't just dip them. Like, they're not Oreos. They need a little bit of soakage. Probably the least unhealthy cereal, so it makes sense. Yeah, I need me some unhealthy cereals. All right, Rice Krispie Treats. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had Rice Krispie Treats cereal. Maybe I have. They have marshmallows in them. I mean, it definitely sounds better than the regular Rice Krispies cereal, because the Rice Krispies was a little bland. Rice Krispie Treats are probably slightly above Rice Krispies, so like low B tier. Google wondering why you're suddenly searching for a ton of cereals? Yeah, my my algorithm's gonna get a little messed up. Guess what ads get next week? Are these? Yeah, okay. These are regular Cheerios. Probably like low D, maybe even F tier. Like, if there's Honey Nut Cheerios, like, I don't ever see the point of getting regular Cheerios. Seems kind of like a very dumb decision is being made today, if I'm getting regular Cheerios. Alright, Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms might be S tier, honestly. As a kid, Lucky Charms was one of my top 3 choices, usually. Will they help lower your cholesterol? Sad. I'm not out here eating cereal trying to lower my cholesterol, man. If I'm out here eating cereal, I'm getting the give me all that sugar. B at best. Honestly, the only good thing about the Lucky Charms was the marshmallows. The cereal by itself, very underwhelming. The marshmallows definitely made up for it, so that's fair. I'll move them down to A tier. Right, a little bit behind Apple Jacks. Does he look like he gives a fuck about cholesterol? Yeah, exactly. So I think A tier is fine because the marshmallows were the only thing that really made Lucky Charms good, right? Cocoa Krispies. This is pretty much just like Cocoa Pebbles, isn't it? Probably like high B tier. Maybe, yeah, between Cookie Crisp. Actually, I kind of want to move. Yeah, I think most chocolate cereals were pretty solid. You can't really mess those up very well. Cinnamon is the winner, man. Humdrum, what the fuck is that? What's up, though? Is that guy ripping off his shirt? Is that a cat ripping off his shirt, or what is that supposed to be? Yeah, the Apple Jacks commercials were usually pretty solid, though. Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops. Now, Fruit Loops weren't a whole lot different than Apple Jacks. Honestly, they were probably about the same. And if anything, I don't know. Like, depending on my mood, I could put Apple Jacks above Fruit Loops, honestly. Depending on how I'm feeling that day. I don't know. I think A tier is fine. Okay. Raisin Bran. Is this Raisin Bran Crunch or just Raisin Bran? And what is this? Raisin Bran 2 scoops? Is that more raisins? You're gonna have to follow your nose wherever it goes. Okay. Raisin Bran. Honestly, when I was young, did not like. Oh, well, when I was... Well, okay. When I was, like, really young, did not like. But honestly, when I started to get to, like, high school, Raisin Bran, pretty solid choice. Not gonna lie. D tier tops? No, you guys are trolling. Okay, Raisin Bran Crunch was solid. I don't know why, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed Raisin Bran Crunch. Just delete this list if Raisin Bran is anywhere above D. Are you guys serious? You hate it that much? Raisin Bran Crunch was pretty goated. The raisins were hanging. The bran part I could do without. The raisins were banging. The bran part I could do without. Yeah, for sure. The raisins were like the only redeeming quality of Raisin Bran. Because I mean that the whole point of was the raisins. Bran equals shit. Yes, shit cereal. Yeah, the bran was bad. The raisins were good. Honestly. Well, to be fair, with the cereals I have, I'm going to go low C. Low C tier. Maybe, like, Kix cereal. I would eat Raisin Bran well before I ate Kix cereal. So, low C. Maybe, like, somewhere, maybe, like, a C minus. Actually, here, we'll do this. Raisin Bran here. Raisin Bran 2 scoops, C. Because there's more raisins, less bran. I don't know, though. Actually, I feel like too many raisins is too much, so maybe we just swap these. I don't know. If there's Raisin Bran Crunch, I would probably put it higher. Just get a box of raisins, you monster. Honestly, I don't know. Raisin Bran, if I was in the right mood, Raisin Bran could be B tier easily. And now that I'm looking at this, I want to move Honey Nut Cheerios down to B tier as well. Honey Nut Cheerios down to B. I think that's fine. Golden Crisp. Don't think I've ever had Golden Crisp. And pour them in some milk like the animal you are. Honestly, I used to take strawberries and put them in milk with a tiny bit of sugar. That shit was pretty good. Fruity Pebbles. Okay, here's the Fruity Pebbles also suffers from the soggy dilemma. You have to eat Fruity Pebbles quick. If you let those sit for like over 5 minutes, they're soggy and gross. Raisin Bran is actually really good. Yeah, see that? Raisin Bran's in a weird spot for me because if I'm on like if I'm feeling it, If I'm feeling Raisin Bran, that shit could easily be like high B tier for me. But Raisin Bran Crunch even is actually like pretty solid. My wife's family put birthday cake in a bowl and pours milk all over it. What the fuck? Birthday cake in a bowl and pours milk all over it. What? That sounds awful. Same with ice cream. Why? Anyways, Fruity Pebbles. If they're not soggy, easily A tier. Unsoggy Fruity Pebbles, very good. Soggy Fruity Pebbles, very bad. Cocoa Puffs, A tier. Actually, maybe B tier. Yeah, probably B. I think B tier is fine for Cocoa Puff. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, TBH. Yeah, they're pretty solid. I don't know. A or B? High B, maybe low A. Whenever I pour them, I hear the clink off the bowl. Now I'm like, God damn, this is just dog food. I drink milk after both of those, so I don't see what's wrong here. Yeah, but there's a big difference between eating something and then drinking something after, and then, or just like mixing it together in one. Like, why don't you just blend that shit up in a smoothie if you're gonna do that? I don't know. It's like, it's not right. Yeah, but drinking after doesn't equal soaking in it. Yeah, exactly. That's just gross. Frosted Flakes. Probably A tier. Honestly, they're good. Frosted Flakes are good. They're very good, of course, but I don't know. Like, S tier doesn't seem right. They honestly might even be like B tier along with Cocoa Puffs. Like, they just, I feel like they get old. They get old. I think I'll do B. C tier max IMO? Yeah, I don't know. Completely average. Yeah, I mean, it's like if I'm not trying to, it's like what I think of a very vanilla cereal. Very basic. I wouldn't say average. Maybe average, I guess, but I don't know. I think B tier is fine. As a side note, do you cut anything up into any of these cereals? No, I'm too lazy for that shit. Way too lazy. Captain Crunch Berries. S tier, as long as you ignore the fact that after you eat more than one bowl, your mouth gets fucked up. Guys eat cinnamon as best ever and calls other generic average. Cinnamon Toast Crunch? No, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is S tier, bro. I don't know. Frosted Flakes it's good, but it's like, maybe I just had it too much as a kid. Honeycomb? Honeycomb is pretty solid. A little bland. Probably B tier. I want to organize this a little better. Yeah, this is probably good. Maybe like that. I don't know if I've ever seen Honeycomb. It's just this. It's a little bland, but when you get it with the milk, it's pretty solid because there's like they're like frosted a little bit. I hate it. It can be. I can see people making the argument that it's very bland. So maybe honestly could be C. And maybe even like when I look at my B and C tier, I feel like Apple Cinnamon Cheerios needs to be moved up. But I don't know. I hate it. Typophobia cereal. I don't know if I said that word right, but anyways, Trix cereal. Probably A tier. Trix was pretty solid as a kid. Could never hate on Trix. Pops. Pretty bland. Pops was pretty bland. Probably D. But above the others, at least. Not great. Put it next to Kix? Yeah. It was slightly better than Kix, but really not by much, if at all. Like, didn't Pops have maybe, like, a little bit more sugar on them? I think that was about it. Like, yay, sugar, I guess. Alright, Cocoa Pebbles. Also A tier, as long as they're not soggy. Very solid. Probably... I don't know if I like them more or less than Fruity Pebbles. Depending on my mood, it changes. For sure. I think that's fine. Last one, Honey Smacks. Honey Smacks are pretty good, not gonna lie. Probably low A tier for Honey Smacks. They're pretty fucking good, not gonna lie. You guys ever have Honey Smacks? Honey Smacks I think are just like a better version of Honey Nut Cheerios. Maybe there's more sugar, but another unknown. I mean, just think pretty much like Honey Nut Cheerios, but a little more crunch to them. A little more crunch. Oh man, now that I'm looking at them, I want a bowl of Honey Smacks. Very solid cereal. They look kind of gross. They do look weird for sure. They have a weird look to them. But they're pretty much like a sweeter Honey Nut Cheerio when I'm thinking of the taste. A little bit more flavor than Honey Nut Cheerios. And probably worse for you. Alright, one more look at the list. What is there anything I want to move? Never had Golden Crisp. F tier Cheerios, Corn Flakes, Special K, Rice Chex. The only thing I would maybe move some Rice Chex, but honestly, it might just have to be never had. I might have had them like once in my life. And I really don't remember them. I ate Honey Bunches of Oats last night and I wasn't too mad about it. Yeah, Honey Bunches of Oats is pretty solid. B tier. Like the honey cereals, I feel like they're kind of hard to mess up because like Honeycomb, Honey Bunches of Oats, Honey Nut Cheerios, all decent cereals. I enjoyed them for the most part. They really didn't suffer too much from like the soggy issue where some of these cereals do. Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Mini Wheats was the biggest culprit for the soggy issue. But still solid cereal when not soggy. All right, D tier Pops, Raisin Bran, Kix. Part of me is Raisin Bran. I'm probably gonna push this to the front of C tier. Based on my mood, it could be even maybe B tier. Apple Cinnamon Cheerios, maybe up to B tier. We've got a lot of in B tier, but Peanut Butter Crunch probably not as good as Reese's Puff. Reese's Puffs probably mid C tier, somewhere around there. I think it's fine. Rice Krispie Treats, Honeycomb, Honey Bunches of Oats, Cheerios, Cookie Crisp. Why Raisin Bran with more raisins? Yeah, you might be right. More raisins is probably better, huh? Here, we'll switch them. Honestly, I want Raisin Bran Crunch. I wish this one was Raisin Bran Crunch and not Raisin Bran 2 scoops. If this was Raisin Bran Crunch, it'd probably be B tier. Because then it's less bran, more raisins, and more crunch. Okay, Cocoa Puffs, Frosted Flakes, Count Chocula, Cocoa Krispies, Cookie Crisp, Honey. I think this goes here. Frosted Flakes. Honeycomb over Honey Nut Cheerios. Rice Krispie Treats. I think that's good for B tier. 124 hates healthy? Yeah, I do. If I'm eating cereal, I'm not trying to be healthy. That's the thing. What's the point of trying to be healthy if I'm eating cereal? Doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess it does make sense, but it's just... all the years I spent growing up eating cereal, it's never been a healthy choice. What do you eat for a healthy breakfast? Nothing. I don't eat. That's probably the healthiest breakfast I'll ever eat. Nothing. Is that considered healthy?
To just not eat? I mean, it's no calories, right?
I don't know. Healthy cereal? I think, like, eggs and toast. I don't know. Simple. Keep it simple. All right, I think that's a good list. I think we're done.